Now pay close attention. This isn't something you see every day.
Welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about the Masters of the Universe New Eternia Masterverse Thunder Punch He-Man by Mattel. Now, here's the box. Here we have Thunder Punch He-Man smacking around Skeletor. As you can see, He-Man in the window, and then on the side we have some more artwork of He-Man. He's punching the ground. Cool thing, one thing I see, not cool, but one thing I see here is he doesn't have like those gauntlets on his arms here. But anyway, moving on to the side here, you can see the gauntlets. That's the only reason why I say that. You have Snake Mountain right here. Cool shield with his sword going through. The power sword's all gold. And then on the back, we have some more promotional artwork of Thunder Punch He-Man. So anyway, here's the bio right here. You can actually read that, give it a pause, take a look, see what that's all about. And yeah, so let's get this bad boy out of the box and let's take a look at Thunder Punch He-Man and talk about him. All right, so now that we have him out of the package, here he is in all his glory. And let me tell you something, he looks really good. I will say that they used the Faker head sculpt for this one, which is cool. I figured they were eventually going to use that head sculpt again for a different type of He-Man. I think it would have been cool if they used this head sculpt on the 40th anniversary one, but I get what they did then. It was supposed to be a cross between kind of like the cartoon and the toy. Whatever, it's just my opinion. You know, it'd be really cool is to see them do a Filmation version of He-Man and Skeletor in this line. I think that would be cool, just as a throwback. But that's just my opinion. And before I digress, let's get into taking a look at this guy. Let's talk about this guy. So looking at this guy's head sculpt, as you can see, it's the head sculpt that they use for Faker. And it's good. You know, he has the blue eyes. It looks a little odd, at least to me. I don't know how it's coming across to you guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the head sculpt. I like it. I think it's cool. It's just a little, I don't know if it's because of the way the blue or because they added the, there's like a little white at the bottom here. I guess when they were trying to paint it in, you know, on the eyes. Maybe that's what's throwing me off. But otherwise, I mean, it looks good. It looks good. As far as the harness, this is the newer harness. It's not the Iron Cross that He-Man usually has on the chest. It's the H and the M. And paint-wise, not too bad. I mean, I think it could have been a little bit better, but okay. You know, a little scuff here, a little bit of paint fade, whatever. It just adds a little character to the actual battle harness itself. This is, if you ask me, this is reuse of the Faker body. Coming down to his boots, then we have like a gold brown type coloring of his boots with the white fur at the top, which that's actually pretty cool because it's a different type of color instead of that brown color that he normally wears. And then of course his furry breeches, they have a little bit of a brownish goldish look to them. And then of course his wrestling belt there, that always reminds me of. But yeah, I mean, very nice, very nicely done. Here's the back. I like the way the backpack is here. And they added these arm gauntlets, I want to call them, and that's cool. You could probably remove them off the figure, and that's going to be your choice if you want to do so. They probably just, you know, pop off the hands, or they disconnect right here. I don't know. I'm not going to try to do so because it doesn't bother me. I'm just saying that that's neat. I had this figure when I was a kid, and it was cool because you put the little caps in the back, and you would twist his waist, and he would make that popping sound because of the caps that would go in those like cap guns when we were kids. That's actually really, really cool that here we have, you know, the Power Punch He-Man now in this line looking like this. Really, really nice, really good. He comes with a few things, and the things that he comes with, you know, it doesn't have to be a whole lot, but it is actually quite fun with the figure. And so let's go over them. I'm just going to roll right into it. So he comes with, of course, some power punch effects, and these are going to slide right over his hands. So that's cool that you have those. And then, of course, he comes with his shield, and this is this is cool. I think some of the extra caps would go into the shield, and of course the sword can slide in here as well, and this can plug into the back, the part on his back, or onto the side gauntlets here on the bracers to go like this for his shield, which I'll show off in a little bit. And of course you have the HM on there for He-Man, so that's cool. I think that's really cool. And then of course, instead of having the weapon holding hands that come on him, he comes with fists, just like Evelyn and Skeletor's Last Saturday Night. He has them. And then of course, he comes with the gold cap, and then he comes with the red cap. And of course, I'm just going to show this off real quick. This, I guess, slides in here, and it just kind of sits in here like so. I don't think it really pegs in. I think it just sits in there kind of loosely. So it just sits. Oh, wait, there it went. I think it did. Yeah, I think, did I slide? No, it's just me. But it just sits in there just like that. And that's how that looks. So that's actually pretty cool that goes in there. And then, last but not least, which I thought was really cool, is that you have the backpack that opens up. And of course, the caps go on here like so. Let me just show that off. And then this closes up, and then this turns. And the cool thing is, it makes a clicking sound, yeah, but you know what? It's just like the old caps from back in the day. Now, am I putting them in there correctly? Maybe not, maybe so. Let me see if I turn it this way. If they go in. No, what? Yep, okay. Yeah, there you go. That makes a little bit more sense, because then it had the, either way, it doesn't matter how you put it in. If it goes in that way or if it goes the other way, it's gonna be your choice on how you wanna put them in. But yeah, you pop these in, and there you go. And then, you know, you used to be able to turn them at the waist, and they would pop. The other cool thing is they gave him a sword wielding hand, so this hand does go vertical. So that's cool with that. And then of course, you know, it's just a standard articulation when it comes to this figure. So last but not least, because I'm getting a little long in the tooth with that, is his power sword. I think this is really cool that his power sword in this version is gold. Why it's gold, I don't know why, but hey, it's just another power sword. And instead of being the regular silver, they actually made it gold to go red and gold with his uniform that he has, or his battle harness, I should say, not uniform. And then of course you have the wrapping on the handle, which is very, very nice. So cool accessories, very cool accessories. And then you can actually just slide the sword in through here, and then he can hold that. Now, if you wanted to, you can pop this bad boy in here, and now you have his sword on his back, just like He-Man would have. Or you could take it off, because it is supposed to be his shield, and pop it into this peg hole here, and there you go. Now you have him with his sword and shield on his arm, just like it showed in the art on the box. And yeah, so however you want to display them, that's going to be up to you. So either way, to me, I think that's pretty cool. You can do whatever you want to do with them, and that's awesome. So as far as the effects, let me just pop these off. You know what? Give me a second. I'm gonna pop these hands off. Okay, so now I got the fists on, and I got the effects on them and everything else. I put them in a little bit of a pose, so that way you can see him doing his power punch type thing. Now this here, when these slide on, these have, I don't know if you'll be able to see that in there, but they have these like little slats on the side. They slide on a certain way. They're a little difficult to get on, but once you get them on, they will hold on to the fists. That way you don't have any issues when putting it on, so they're not gonna fall off. So you can actually see that they're on there pretty good. So that's actually pretty cool. And you can pose them however you want. I mean, you know, you wanna have them up there like that, you can. You just wanna have him doing a power effect, right? I don't know how you would want to do whatever you want to do with your, you know, your power punch He-Man, but you could have him maybe walking, right? Doing a He-Man walk like he's been fighting whoever, and he's all powered up, man. He's ready to, you know, he's just walking towards somebody to give him the business, I guess you could say. And just have him showing off like that. However you want to do, that's going to be up to you. But ultimately, cool figure. They gave him some nice upper torso crunch, ab crunch like on there, which is actually pretty cool. I think they did that with Faker, but Faker's I don't think was that deep. So I mean, it's actually pretty cool. I mean, you could just have him standing here in a pose with the power, with the, you know, the punch effects on his hands if you want. However you want to do it, that is that's going to be up to you. But either way, he's cool. And let me just slip these off here for a second. When you pop these hands off, these wrist bracers do come off, so you can just slide these right off. You're not going to take them off here, so I know when I was doing that. The other thing is too, is this bottom hinge right here on the elbow. You want to warm that up because mine's very stiff. I just want to show it off. So it will bend here, but it's not going to bend right there. Now, I don't know, because I haven't taken this off. I don't know if it's because of this that's holding it, but I'm telling you right now, if it's stuck, warm it up. That way you don't have any issues and you do not break your figure, because that would just be a little bit tragic. Otherwise, I mean, this guy's cool. He's really, really cool. I like the fact of on how he looks. I like the new head sculpt on him. I think that this is what they should have done from the get-go with the 40th anniversary, but that's just my opinion. Other people might think different, and that's okay. That's what it's all about, right? Our differences and being able to come to terms with saying okay and our different opinions on what we think about things. So, you know, it's all good. But you might not like this head sculpt. I do. I think he's great. I think everything that he comes with is really, really cool. Now, I don't have anybody out here to compare him to, so I do apologize for that. As you can see, this bracer is actually lower than this one here. Well, and that's just the way it's on the figure. You can adjust it. It's not a big deal. But the only other thing I want to show off real quick, I got to switch the hands. So I will be right back and doing that, because I'll do it off camera, because when I'm on camera I just have an issue with trying to pop everything off and all that stuff. I just feel like it's just killing your time. So give me a minute. I'm still trying to get him settled, so I'm sitting here fiddling with him. Give me a minute and I'll be and I shall be right back. Okay, so I just wanted to show off. You can still get him in that iconic pose of him holding the sword and looking up. And it's nice. It's very nice. So that's actually pretty cool. You probably could get it a little bit more up there if you wanted to. Depends on how deep you want to actually get him up there holding the sword. But either way, he still can hold the sword up like he's summoning the power of Grayskull. And yeah, I mean, I have to say, compared to what it was back from when I was a kid, this figure, and when they came out with them and how cool he was, just because you had those, you know, little caps that had a little bit of gunpowder in them that you would just twist and they would pop, and he would just, you know, he was just really cool to add into your collection, or just to have as a figure. This is cool to have him on your shelf. I love the new color of the power sword for this figure, the armor, everything, even, you know, the gauntlets on the side here. The fact of it being able to hold the shield, right, on the side of his arm or on his back, either way with the sword in it, is absolutely fabulous. I think that they did a great job with it. Yeah, so if you like this version of He-Man, this Power Punch He-Man, if you like this version, definitely pick him up. If not, well, you know, hey, that's cool too. But either way, I have to tell you, he's definitely worth it. So this is my review on the Masters of the Universe Revelations, right? Revelations? No, I'm sorry. That's completely wrong. This is my review on the Masters of the Universe New Eternia Masterverse Power Punch He-Man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment down below. Always hit the notification bell so you never miss out on anything new. And I'll catch you all on the flippity flip.